Good Thursday afternoon, Grace. Our scripture for devotion today comes from Joshua 5:10 through 12. This passage is the moment when the Israelites moved from relying on God's present provision to realizing God's future promise. For their entire time in the wilderness, the people relied on God to provide them with food to eat, manna from heaven. But the promise was that on reaching the promised land, they would be sustained by the fruit and richness of the land into the future. It is profoundly powerful that the writer of the book of Joshua recorded this episode in the life of the people of faith. There are moments like right now where we rely on the present provision of God. We cling to the manna from heaven that we receive. We look for how God is providing for us in this moment. But these moments require sacrifice and discipline to recognize how God is providing for us and to live according to that provision. But the present provision also reminds us that there is a promised future. We may not be able to see that future yet. We may not be able to discern all that is being promised, but we know that God has promised a future for us. Pray today for the spirit of sacrifice and discipline required to rely on God's present provision while holding on to the hope of God's promised future.